Hello, thank you for joining me on this fine mischief night. My name is Nate. I am the doofus behind Raccoon Tour. That was a lot of information thrown at you, so let's talk about it, shall we? So first things first, we have a new logo. It was designed by Jody Homan. It's right here, as you can see. I'm wearing it. It's great. It's marvelous. She's so wickedly talented, and it turned out really darn good, in my opinion. It's really cool. You know, we feel like a real band. Up next, Raccoon Tour was signed to I Surrender Records. You know, I'd never really considered working with a label until they reached out to me 2 years ago in August 2018, which was a long time ago. Oh my goodness. Since then, we've been working together to make Raccoon Tour as awesome as it can possibly be. Record labels get a really bad reputation, so I just want to go over what I Surrender Records does really fast. I Surrender Records is run by my friends Rob, Gabby, and Alex. They've been in the industry for a really long time. They know what they're talking about. They've worked with a lot of people that I'm sure a lot of you grew up listening to. They're stellar. They're amazing. Every single one of them is so professional, so helpful. They've been integral to everything that I've been doing over the past few years. I've been really hesitant about signing to a label, and that's because of a few things. First of all, I want to have final creative say in whatever project that I'm working on. I am a butthead. I am a stickler, especially with something like Raccoon Tour, where I've been writing a lot of these songs since high school. So Far and Running was written my freshman year. It's really important to me that I don't have someone coming in and forcing their vision or ideas or whatever on my work to make it more profitable. That's not to say that I Surrender Records hasn't helped out creatively. Like if I'm doing something absolutely absurd, they're totally fine just pulling me aside saying, Nate, this is stupid. What are you doing? And 99% of the time, they've been totally right. And everything that they've suggested has just made the music a lot better, in my opinion. You haven't heard it yet, but it's going to be really cool. Another reason that I've been hesitant about signing to a label is because a lot of labels don't compensate their artists fairly. I Surrender Records does. They compensate all of their artists super fairly, all their legal stuff super reasonable. I looked over it, I had my lawyer friend look over it, and they're like, darn, these guys are pretty darn good. And I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, so I'm not being screwed over. Nobody on their artist list is being screwed over. I Surrender is wonderful. Another reason that I was spooked about potentially signing to a label is because sometimes labels shelve artists. Shelving an artist means that they sign on a band and then after a while they just don't give them resources to grow and they're stuck in these contracts, so these poor bands just kind of disappear into nowhere. And that's for a lot of reasons, whether it be for finances, because they don't want to pull away from, you know, the label's golden boys or something like that. I was scared that Raccoon Tour would be stuck in limbo where, you know, we want to make something, but the label only wants to give us $250 or something like that. I Surrender Records is not going to do that. I Surrender Records doesn't shelve artists, so I really appreciate that. Another cool thing about I Surrender Records is that they have some serious deep ties throughout the entire industry. They've been around for a while, they know a lot of folks, and they've been giving me tons of advice, tons of connections that people would only dream of having. They've just been integral, and their expertise has just helped me immeasurably. You have no clue. If I didn't have them around, you know, I might have released the Denton Weaver by now, but the thing is, it would have sucked. I Surrender has come in and they've totally helped me with every aspect of everything. They have been so wonderful. I cannot say enough good things about I Surrender Records. I love them to death. I know that a lot of folks may be spooked about a band signing to a label. Not with these guys. These guys are the real deal. They're wonderful. Trust me, they have my stamp of approval. They're amazing. Okay, what's the next thing? Oh yeah, we are releasing a limited edition 7-inch vinyl. The 7-inch vinyl is going to have 3 songs. It's going to have the original So Far and Running, Sorry Sarah, and then the So Far and Running Halloween Acoustic, which I actually really love. I love how that song turned out. The reason why we're doing that is to kind of commemorate those songs, the 2-year period. Pardon me, I just burped. The 2-year period where Raccoon Tour's music was just like 3 songs that was recorded in a basement or on an iPad. I know that a lot of people really love those songs. I know that a lot of people feel nostalgic for those songs, and so I thought it would be good to honor them with a little limited edition 7-inch vinyl before we kind of start leaving those songs alone a little bit. Not saying that there's anything wrong with those songs, and they're definitely going to be reimagined, revisited. We're on to bigger, better things, you know? So I think it'd be good to just honor that little period with the cute 7-inch vinyl and start doing some really cool stuff. So that's limited edition. That's in the... Ooh, I just tapped the mic. You're not supposed to do that. Links are in the description. It's limited edition, so grab it. It's going to go fast. Another important important note is that the songs on Spotify, Apple Music, online streaming, they got a new fresh coat of paint. The songs themselves are completely identical. They just have new cover art. We made special care to make sure that they're still going to work in your playlists totally fine. Also, let's talk about that artwork for a sec. All the artwork in Raccoon Tour is being done by Sarah Renyers. She is incredible. Sarah's artwork is remarkable. This is just the tip of the iceberg for the stuff that she's done for us. She's been in charge of merchandise, covers, she's gonna be in charge of posters. Sarah is amazing. She is my go-to artist. Sarah's incredible. Follow her on Instagram right here. Sarah's amazing. Sarah's phenomenal. Hi, Sarah. Follow Sarah. Sarah's awesome. I don't know if you picked up on this, but on the back side of the So Far and Running 7-inch EP, the artwork is actually a combination of the 3 singles that we've released. So Far and Running, Sorry Sarah, Halloween Acoustic. Go support Sarah, please. Oh boy. It's time for the big boy, the Denton Weaver. For folks out of the loop, the Denton Weaver is going to be the debut album. That's the name of it. It's been in development hell for the past 2.5 years. There are hundreds of memes. There are a lot of angry comments. I am aware. Trust me, everyone's grumpy with me. I understand the album's been taking forever. Here's why. The first reason is quality control. This is my first music endeavor thing ever. So my first time going into a studio, the things I make are not going to be top-notch, incredible, ready to be pressed onto vinyl and shared with thousands of people. So I've had to scrap a few things because I wasn't on top of my game and I needed a little bit more guidance from people smarter than me. Those first few sessions, my friend Jordan Thornquist and I were just recording in a basement in eastern Idaho. He did everything super phenomenally. It's just I didn't have a clear vision of what the frick I was doing. Props to Jordan, by the way, because he's amazing. He put up with me for so long. Jordan's great. Jordan's amazing. Another reason that this album has been taking so gosh darn long is I was supposed to head down to New York City and New Jersey to finish recording with my producer, Brett Romness. And the thing is, I was supposed to head down in March to finish the album. You guys could have had the album by now. That didn't happen because of a little international pandemic thing. I'm not entirely sure if you guys have heard about it. I was supposed to head down in August, but the thing is, COVID still had the entire eastern United States shut down. And finally, I was supposed to head down in October, but then there was a serious emergency. It's just like the world does not want this album to come out, you know? So it's been a mess, but I think we nailed it down. We're gonna finish it mid-November, assuming that, like, I don't know, I break my arms or something like that, because that wouldn't be a surprise at this point, you know? It's just been frustrating for everyone, but the end is in sight, and I think that you guys deserve an explanation. So there it is. Let me talk about Brett Romness for a sec. The producer, he's going to be mixing the album as well. He's going to be engineering it. Brett's amazing. Brett has worked with groups like, I have a list right here. The Front Bottoms, Boston Manor, Lincoln, I Am the Avalanche, Free Throw, Heart Attack Man, Hot Mulligan, Grayscale. Oh my goodness, he essentially engineered my high school years. Brett is a monster. He's amazing, and I think that you guys are gonna be really impressed with what you hear because Brett is a part of it. And Brett, the man don't miss. The man nails it every single time. While I'm recording, I will also be documenting a lot of the experience. I'll be throwing it on Instagram, Twitter. The video quality is gonna be a lot better because this is on a Samsung Galaxy S8 and I bought a new camera, so that what you're seeing right now is gonna be a lot prettier. I pinky promise. I know a lot of people are really interested in the recording process. A lot of folks are really interested in the technical stuff. I got you covered. You're set. You're Gucci. You're golden. So just follow Raccoon Tour on Instagram, Twitter. If you're not, hop on that. If you already are, congratulations. You get a cookie. Just like expect the Denton Weaver around early 2021. We don't have a solid release date yet because the album is not finished, but we have a rough time frame. And so I want to share that with you because a lot of you guys have been waiting for over 2 years. You deserve this. You know, I'm so sorry it's taken so long. But things are happening, things are moving, so it's really cool. Hopefully this will alleviate some of the angst and literally 100+ memes. Also, we will have some merchandise available from I Surrender. This really slick logo t-shirt. We're gonna have the 7-inch vinyls available for pre-order on there. Link is in the description down below. Check it out, hop on it. I'm not entirely sure how long they're gonna last, so if you want one, you gotta act now, you know, just find your mom's debit card. She doesn't need to know. And one final thing, we are itching to go on tour, a Raccoon Tour tour. I didn't think about that before naming the band. I don't know, I just didn't expect that we'd ever be in a position to go on tour. It's really early in the process. We have absolutely no time frame, no plans whatsoever. It's just the seed of the idea. Raccoon Tour is going to tour. So if you're interested in seeing us, if you're interested in meeting us, you're going to have an opportunity here pretty soon. As soon as COVID allows, it's possible and it's responsible to do so. Hopefully we'll get to play with some amazing other artists as well that I admire, that I look up to. So if I'm looking up to these guys, you know, that's an adventure. That's a privilege, man. Yeah, that's a lot to digest. As always, resources are in the description. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking around. Happy Mischief Night, of course. Am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, here's a sneak peek at a demo of one of our many upcoming songs. It's called Horror Show, and it's featuring a little fellow. You guys might have heard of him. His name is Hekra. Here that is. Enjoy. Again, thank you so much. Everything's in the description. Here's Horror Show. Enjoy.
Jumped